Hey, how you doing?
Good. How are you, Bill?
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
how are you? I'm Larry. I talked to you on the phone about setting up your appointment today.
Larry, thanks for getting me right in, man.
Not a problem,
I got to get this truck serviced. It's been a little while.
Okay.
So I appreciate you working me in there.
Not a problem. Not a problem. Couple things I just want to check real quick, and then I'll do a quick walk around on your truck so I can get you on your way.
Okay.
You have someone picking you up, or are you going to need a ride?
No, actually, somebody's picking me up. They should be here shortly. Will this take too long?
No. It should only take a couple of minutes. You don't have a problem if I wipe stuff down in here?
No, absolutely. I appreciate that. I guess we're doing this because of this
pandemic.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we got to keep my boys safe in the shop. We'll be wiping it down when we're done with it, so that you're safe when you get back in your truck.
Ah, that's great. You do this for every truck?
Yeah, every one that comes in. We do wipe this down, put seat covers on, steering wheel covers, everything that we need to do to keep everybody as safe as possible.
That's a nice touch.
All right. And you said keys are in it, right?
Yeah, I left them in there.
All right, let me just jump in here and look at a couple things real quick while I'm right here.
Hey, I know it's hard to breathe with the mask on. I'm standing far enough away if you want to take it off, Larry.
Thank you very much. I was just going to ask you that. I appreciate that. All right, so our seat belts are working good. Horn sounds great. I see your mileage here. All righty. Do you check your oil before you go out each time, Bill?
It's a little difficult with that cab, so honestly, not every time.
Not every time?
I guess that's not good, huh?
No, you should actually check it before you go out, just to keep yourself safe on the road. Keep yourself from breaking down, all that sort of thing. I got a little button here I want to show you. You don't have to flip the cab every time. What you're going to need to do, come right in here, and then this little button here under your odometer button. You're going to press that, and a little light comes on the dash up there. As long as it's green, you're good to go.
I never knew that.
If it comes up red, then you're going to need to flip your cab and check your oil level.
Never knew that.
Make sure you're have plenty of oil in there. Make sure your engine's well lubricated.
I'm glad you showed me that.
Yep.
I'll definitely check it every day now.
There you go. All right. Everything seems to be in order. Shifter feels fine. All right, that's a good thing. Let me do a quick check of things. Your mirrors look good. I did notice a little crinkle on your windshield wipers when I got in. We'll be checking those, actually replacing those for your service when you come in today.
You know, I'm glad you mentioned that, because when it rains, it streaks. I never think of it when I bring it in.
Most of the time, that's the way it is with everybody. Absolutely. So you see your relay covers. So now you're coming in for service, but that looks like a brand new filter on there.
Yeah, we broke down probably about a couple weeks ago, and they said that it was restricted, so I had to put a filter on there.
Had to do a clogged fuel filter?
Yeah, that's what they said, and it's running, so I guess that's what it was.
Do the truck run all the time? I mean, do you just drive it, shut it off, restart it, or do you just let it idle? I see you have a lift gate. Do you have to let it idle? You use the lift gate?
Yeah, I do let it run. I mean, when it gets hot, man, that's my my climate control, so to speak. So I eat my lunch in there. And
well, what you need to keep in mind, as long as your engine's running, you're pumping fuel through. So wherever, especially if you're a lot of different places and get fuel at different places, you can pick something up at any time. So what you want to do is make sure your fuel system is good and clean. And what might help you when we're doing this service and replace this fuel filter, we'll go with an extended life fuel filter on there. It's going to give you more capacity of fuel filtering so that you don't run into that problem of having a restriction.
Well, shouldn't I be able, because I do get a service every 10,000 miles. Didn't even make it to the service.
That's okay. It's not a matter of the mileage. It's a matter of the hours that the engine is running. Because as long as the engine's running, it's pumping fuel through that filter.
Larry, I never thought of that.
Yep. Yeah, it's very important that you keep in mind. Do you carry extra DEF on the truck?
I do, just in case.
Yes, that's
but
good.
You know what? I have a problem because I have to keep adding it. You know, it gets empty. I put it in. It just seems like I add too much.
Well, are you going by this gauge here or the gauge on your dash?
There's a gauge on my dash?
There's a gauge on your dash, yes.
No, I'm going by that gauge there.
Okay, you don't want to go by that. That's basically just a sight glass. Right at this point in time, you probably have about a half a tank. And this just tells you when you add it, that's where you're going to be full.
Okay.
That way you won't have to just keep dumping until it spills out.
So when it's at the bottom there, it's not empty?
No, correct. You still have probably close, like I said, a half a tank in here. Because you can't see what's down below here.
Makes sense.
So
I didn't even think about that.
I'll show you on your gauge where that's located. I see you have your battery cover on there. That looks good. It looks like some of your body bolts are a little bit loose here. I'm going to have my guys check that, and I'll give you a shout. And we'll probably torque those up a little bit for you.
I never noticed that.
Tires look like they're in pretty good shape. We will make sure that the tire pressures, which is very, very important, are set to where they're supposed to be according to your door sticker, so that you don't get good even wear and long life out of your tires. Okay, yeah, I don't even think about that. I just drive the truck. Yep, no, I understand. It's stuff you need to know if you drive it. We're going to bring it in to the shop. We're going to run what we call a health report on it. What that does is it gives us a breakdown of your driving habits, braking, acceleration, idle hours, engine hours. All that's in the health report. Okay. And I'll give you a copy of that to take back to the office so they can keep that on file. Okay. So we are also going to check with Isuzu. It's what they call IVIS. It's the Isuzu Vehicle Information System. And that'll tell us if there are any open recalls on your vehicle or anything like that. Okay. So if there are any, I'll give you a call, let you know. Okay. As long as you're good to go, doesn't hold you up on getting your truck back, we'll get those recalls done while the truck's here. Okay, yeah, because I don't get the office gets those letters, and I don't know. Mud flaps look like they're in good shape. I have your lights on. Looks like all your marker lights are working fine. Lift gate, we will address that when we get that in the shop. What we're going to do with that, just door feels pretty good. We're going to open that lift gate up and make sure that all the pivot points are lubricated, so it doesn't get hung up anywhere with a load on it or coming down or anything like that and delay your deliveries. Okay. Marker lights all look good still. Good shape there. Your air filter's over here. That we're going to check. Make sure that that's clean and that needs to be replaced. We'll give you a call and update you on that. I want to check your engine hours because at 3,000 engine hours or 100,000 miles, they recommend that the filters in your after treatment system, are you familiar with them? They have filters in there? They are filters. My car doesn't have a filter in it. What's that? My car doesn't have a filter. Well, it does. It's got a catalytic converter. These are just a different form of a catalytic converter. Okay. The diesel engines put out a lot more soot than a gasoline engine does. And what these filters do is they actually trap that. You have diesel emissions fluid and diesel fuel injected into that system to get it excessively hot when you're doing a regeneration. That burns all that particulate matter off, turns it into dust, so it's allowed to be just blown out as basically nothing. Oh, so why do I have to service it if it makes it go away? It has to be done because after so many miles or engine hours, you're going to get a buildup of that soot that's not able to be burned out of there. Oh, okay, gotcha. So we take them out. We actually have 3 filters in there, and we take a look at them physically, make sure they're not cracked or damaged in any way. We'll run a quick rod through them. As long as the rod goes all the way through, we'll send them out. They pressure and heat clean them, and then we can put them back in. If they need to be replaced, we do have fleet value filters for the after treatment system. All of the filters on your truck are available in fleet value. We don't have to just use the original equipment filters, which are a bit more expensive. The fleet value is a genuine Isuzu part at a lesser cost. Okay, I've heard that, but I didn't know what it was. Yeah, better efficiency, all that. To use the fleet value as far as cost of operating the truck. When I take it to my other shop, I didn't mean to interrupt you there. You know, they don't have that. They don't put that on there. That's going to be pretty much exclusive to the Isuzu's. Okay. Isuzu shops, I should say. But those filters, we might want to definitely recommend that. I'm going to have my technician go over it, do some tests on them. see what we have to do. We might be able to take them down and get them cleaned.
Okay.
And then see what we have to do from there. Let's see, on mirror, like I said, your mirrors and everything look good. Seats, I see you must ride alone pretty much, or?
Sometimes I have a couple guys with me.
A couple guys, and you're familiar with the center backrest folds up?
Yeah, that's where I do my paperwork.
Have more room. Yep. Okay. All right, and then that's your coolant reservoir there. Right here is your washer solvent. In case you should happen to get low on washer solvent when you're out on the highway.
Okay.
That's where you would put that in. Obviously, you can just pick up any washer solvent. Doesn't necessarily have to be an Isuzu brand, but it is better, of course, for cleaning. I already pointed out the wipers to you, which we will address. See, we have a little.
What kind of, do you use the Rain-X wiper blades? Because they're pretty good. I mean, I use them cheapy brands, and they last about 2 weeks.
Well, the Isuzu fleet value that we were going to put on as part of your service lasts pretty much just about the same amount of time as your Rain-X will.
Oh, really?
You have to keep in mind, your windshield is constantly in heat or cold, and that deteriorates rubber more than anything. It's not the amount of times it wipes the windshield clean, it's how hot that rubber gets against this glass.
Never thought about it.
Yep, it looks like this has been laying on there for a while. So we'll address those, like I said, we'll replace those with your service.
Okay.
So you'll have new wiper blades when you leave here, when you come pick it up tomorrow.
They have been streaking, I just didn't think about it.
Yep. So other than that, everything looks good on the truck. Do you have any questions for me?
No, I think you've just about covered everything.
One thing I want to check real quick, you're at 5391 on your engine hours, and that calculates out to be about 180,000 miles, while you have 120 on your odometer. So you're idling your engine longer than you're driving. So that's how that equalizes there.
Okay.
That's where the importance of keeping those DEF, DOC, the after treatment filters.
Okay.
That's where it's important to keep those clean on a regular basis every 3,000 engine hours.
Okay.
So.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate the information there, and if you could give me a call when you get her checked out, if it needs anything else, just
I certainly will do that.
Let me know.
I will do that. Okay, and if you have any questions or not able to reach me by phone, you can always email me. That's lwolfe@barlowautogroup.com, or just reach me through the office here. I'm usually here every day.
Okay, thanks a lot, Larry.
Whatever you need to do, we'll get it done for you.
Alrighty, thanks.
All right, thanks, Bill. Good meeting you, and I'll give you a call when we're all done.
Oh.
Thank you.